Okay, Blue, I think this thing's working. Say hi. So, me and Blue here in the shop, and I think I want to start doing these update videos for you guys. There's a lot of you out there that have been relying on me for all these years to do certain things for you and, provide electrical services and other things. And I've been a little less available. I'm trying to scale it back to a very, very minimal number. About 20 hours a week covers my family's expenses, which is perfect. And it's where I'm at right now, I think. I'm getting there. But I want to I want to start doing these weekly 15-minute update videos for you guys on the studio build. Because a lot of you that have known me for a long time have known I've been up to something here. And so I've got a bunch of these little hourglass things. I got a half-hour one, 1 hour one, which I'm going to be using extensively on the show. I think I want to try to do this kind of all in one go and, flip one of these. And when the sand runs out, then we'll just come back next week. So why don't I get that going right now? That thing's supposed to be 15 minutes, so let's see how she does. So, as anyone that knows me knows, at the end of August, right around Labor Day, there was corporate restructuring that had rendered a bunch of us sort of idle for quite a while, actually. We're still not getting significant purchase orders yet. It's starting to happen. Obviously, this work has to get done by someone, right? But I've been working in wireless. I don't know what industry you're in, but our industry is going through some serious scaling back. You think about it. It's a completely saturated market. I mean, there is no growth to be had anywhere. These companies are nibbling at the edges the best they can, but right now, they're trying to kind of navigate this new reality, right? And the company that we've been working for, at least the guys that I know really well, is doing a really, really sloppy, ham-fisted, lazy approach to this whole issue. This is a great cash flow business. Like, there's no reason they can't, do this a bit more creatively. But you know what? Tonight's video is not about that. I think I've been building this studio for the last, I started right around August, right? When I got, I was just sitting in this shop here. It's my garage, right? It was a total mess. I had piles of stuff everywhere. It took a lot of work just to get through that part of it. But I finally got that all organized. And, I think on my birthday there, I set up a quick video, a little Hello World video. And I have been plugging away ever since, trying to get the soundproofing done here. Because I kind of now have a better, clearer idea of what I want to accomplish here. So why don't I get into that? I want to talk about, first and foremost, what's happening to us. I think it's not unique, guys. So some of you that are going to watch this video, I should probably stop. Guys, I don't want this video going out for wider distribution, obviously. These are just update videos. The studio is in rough shape right now. The sound in here is terrible. I mean, it's a bit boomy. My voice right now might seem a little harsh. It's just I got some kind of chest cold, so just ignore that if you can. But this is just for friends and family. And if somehow, and I don't know how these YouTube algorithms work, if one of you guys out there that just somehow found this in that bottomless pit of videos, there's like 1 billion of them in there. How the heck did you find this thing? Just, wow. I guess you just... Welcome to the channel. Like and subscribe. I don't even know what to say. I don't know how you found this thing, buddy, but I don't want this thing spread around is what I'm trying to say. I just want, if I'm sending it to you, I don't want you sending it to anyone else. It's for you, okay? But here's where I'm at. I want to set this room up. It's a flexible space. I got 1 million interests, and I want to kind of, set up a space where I can just pursue those interests and invite you guys in to to enjoy those interests with me. So I'm setting up the room right now to handle about 4 guys. I'm going to have really great air handling equipment. I'm just getting around to that right now. That's what I'm working on, all the mechanical stuff. So basically 4 guys can sit in here. We can puff on cigars and sip whiskey and chat and just have a conversation. Because I think what's happening to us is happening to a lot of people, my friend. It's like there's something just out there that's just eating away at everything. And I don't have to explain it to you guys. You've all seen that chart, right? The middle class kind of falling into this absolute black hole. And there's this other chart. Look, that other chart, those guys, they're going to do what they're going to do. They don't care what's happening to us as long as their little line keeps going up. And I mean, there's a lot of moving parts there that we're going to get into in the future. But the idea is simple. We're going to sit around this table, my table saw basically. We're going to sip on whiskey. And I've been collecting these things for a long time. I've never opened one. And the idea is these are whiskeys that are between 50 and $100. Those are my criteria, right? And when they go on sale, especially those ones that are a little bit higher priced, and as long as they're under $100, when I buy it, I buy it. And I've been putting these things aside. And every week, which is what I'd like to do, about a weekly show, we're going to open one of those bottles, me and a few guys. We're going to try it. And we're going to tell you guys what we think of it. And I want to be kind of scientific about this. So, I'm going to have a bottle of Jameson, which is kind of like the low end comparison. And there's nothing wrong with Jameson. I drink it all the time. I think it's a fantastic whiskey. If I need a little nightcap, I'll just throw a bit of that into a glass and I'm perfectly happy. That is a perfectly fine whiskey for someone like me. But I am curious because I don't know anything about whiskey, to be honest. But I'd like to know a little more. So it'd be kind of fun, And the other end of this spectrum, I got to get a bottle of something. And maybe you guys can help. I want to get something that's absolutely Cadillac, like something between $300 and $500, and we'll have a little bit of that. So we'll try the Jameson, we'll try the other thing, and this is all going to be blind taste test, right? And then we'll have this one we're trying for the week in the middle, and we won't tell. Like the guys won't know which one is which. They're just going to tell you what they think of all of them, and then at the end of our conversation, we'll unveil what bottle we were enjoying. And I don't know. I don't know if that's the proper way to do a whiskey tasting, but that's the way we're going to do it. And I think it'll be fun. So there's that. Now, Auspicious Vertigo. You're probably asking yourself about this name. That was the name of my band when I was in my 20s. That's why I'm calling the channel Auspicious Vertigo. Now, clearly, I'm going to be doing music here. That's kind of why I did the soundproofing the way I did it. Now, we're not going to be like going mental in here and like tearing the place apart with electric guitars. We're going to be acoustic. I got neighbors, so dull roar, we're fine for that. I can't be like bashing away. Now, the future plan is to kind of do a bit of that, so I'm going to try to find a better place for that. But for now, I'm going to be inviting guys in. We're going to be doing these conversations, and hopefully a lot of these guys are going to be musicians as well. And like, these aren't going to be like young guys. Like they're going to be guys my age, thereabouts, right? 50. That's where I'm at right now. So these are guys who've, got a bit of mileage on them, and I think that's what will make it more interesting for the rest of you. So I'm just going to try to get through the best I can where I am right now. Right now, I found an old air conditioner down at the dump, essentially, and it looked so brand new. I was like, okay, what's the catch, right? So you're not supposed to take these things. These things are drop off only, right? So, I don't know. It's just, as long as you're kind of like, sly about it. It's like, hey, is that Elvis? Whip this thing into your truck and get the hell out of there, right? So I whip this thing into my truck. I get the hell out of there. I get it home. I crack it open, and it's like one wire. It's just broken off the circuit board. It's hilarious. And it was like a temperature sensor wire. So it's kind of important for the functioning of this thing. This thing will never turn on, right? If it doesn't know what temperature it is. So I soldered that back on and these manufacturers, they're so chintzy. with that solder, the wire, everything. It's like they save a half a penny on a million units on each. Like it's it adds up, I guess, but these things are absolutely designed to fail. The wiring to that compressor, it's like number 18, right? It's like I soldered in some number 14 at least, right? Like bloody hell. But I got this air conditioner. I'm going to basically modify it enough. We're going to get it up into the attic so you don't hear it when you're in the room here. Oh, soundproofing. It's you don't just run a duct, right? You got to run mufflers, and so there's a little bit more work involved, but it's fine. I'm just going to nibble away at this one piece at a time, and eventually this will be done. And every week, like I said, I'm going to give you guys a little update. But I think tonight, I just this wood that I've got below me here. I've been going to a place called Windsor Plywood to get all of the plywood that I've been using for the bulk of the construction. They got this like really nice Baltic birch plywood. It's about 50 odd bucks a sheet. Really nice dense stuff. It's 3/4 inch. So it works fantastic for my purposes. But they don't just sell plywood at this place. So I'm going back and forth, and this lift of really rough looking wood showed up. It was cherry wood. It was like two piles about 2.5, 3 feet tall, and these boards are like, here, why don't I just show them to you? Let me get my tea glass out of the way. Sorry, don't mind the place. Yeah, there's that little air conditioner I got. I mean, like I said, I tore off the controller. That's gonna go on the wall over there, right by the bikes. And then the air conditioner itself is going to go up in the attic here. It'll just go up in the attic. And I've got these hatches that I've cut for myself. So that thing will be up there. And I've got this really great, huge, like 8-inch charcoal filter. I'm going to integrate that into my dust collection system so that it should technically pull most of that cigar smoke out of the air here, because I don't want to sit in a room with 4 guys freaking puffing on cigars without some way to get rid of the excess smoke, if you know what I mean. But check out these bloody boards. So they're, a good 14, 15 inches across. There's a whole bunch of them. So I went to the store. I grabbed a couple of them. I don't know. I started thinking about finishing. I've been getting all this plywood on the wall, the soundproof, and there's like my fresh air intake. And then I'm thinking, okay, what is this thing going to look like when I'm done? Because I got this cedar wood. I got a bunch of it. I bought it years ago. I was going to build a greenhouse or something with it, but I don't know, it just sat. And it's really nice. It's like this rough cut sort of cedar. So I'm going to be doing my sound diffusion with this. So I'll probably cut this into like a slat wall sort of thing, and in behind you'll see it when I build it. I think it'll be nice, and it should sound fantastic. It should break up the sound, and it won't be so boomy in here, right? But this is all my finishing wood. It's cherry. Look how nice this stuff is. It's got this like kind of wavy, cool live edge to it. So I bought a few boards, brought them home, and I'm just sitting here at the table with them, and I'm like admiring them. Like, look at this. It's got a lot of this kind of cool little, I don't know, gnarly knotted stuff. I'm going to keep this edge on for sure. So you're going to start seeing this go up on the walls as like I don't know, the studio. It's gonna that's what it's gonna be made of. It's gonna be made of this stuff, right? And slowly over the course of the next few weeks, months, you're going to see this stuff go onto the walls. And then my personality will be poured into all of this stuff. But the story behind this wood is so, I don't know. I tried to find the details. Because they had these, like I said, they had a pallet of this stuff, about 2.5, 3 feet tall, two stacks like this. And Windsor's kind of like there's a bunch of them, right? So this wood was at a few of the stores, and it got distributed around. And it was out there for about 2 weeks before I kind of started really noticing it. So a bunch of guys went through it. They grabbed the really nice stuff. I got some of the nice stuff. Like you can see, this is a really nice board here. This looks like a lower trunk board, right? So this is one of the lower trunk boards. This is an upper trunk board. And So I tried to get the story of it. So apparently, there's a guy, a buddy of one of the guys who works there, who came across this stuff in an estate sale over in Shaughnessy. Shaughnessy, if you don't live in Vancouver, is like a very, very wealthy area. It's where all like the big wigs of the rail company would have lived, like politicians, all of that, those types of people would have lived in this area. And it's kind of old, it's leafy, it's green, it's a really nice place. So apparently, this guy finds these stacks of this stuff sitting in a garage over there in this estate sale. And he buys it. He gets it really cheap, right? And I got this super cheap too. It's crazy. I got like a bunch of it for like $2.90 a board foot. And if you know anything about cherry wood, that's like it's about $12 a board foot usually, right? It's a bit rough, but there's tons of nice wood in it, right? But the story, how did it end up in that garage, is the interesting thing. So I've got this like story through the phone tag, 4 people or so between us. But here's the story as far as we could tell. Winter storm 15, 20 years ago comes along, blows one of these things over onto these people's house, right on the roof at night, crashes through the bedroom roof. I kid you not. That's the way the guy told me. You can imagine a winter storm, freaking rain, and who knows, snow, sleet, whatever, pouring through the roof of these people's house. And these are really wealthy people, good, well-to-do. And this thing crashes through the roof of their bedroom where they're sleeping. And not a hair on their head is scratched. Nothing. Like, they're fine. But this, like, what the heck? How do you parse that? Like, is that lucky? Is that unlucky? Like, what is that? When you really stop to think about it, there's got to be a word for the thing. Like I've been thinking about it myself since I got this tree in here, and I started kind of really, I don't know, just having it in here with me. It's been touched by some thing, I guess you could say. What is that thing? It's like a little beam of sunshine. Think about that's the way I'm kind of thinking about it. It's like a little beam of sunshine. You've probably seen that before. It's like dark, stormy clouds just swirling around this little beam, and you're in the beam, and all around you, it's like a barrel plague of flea-infested misery everywhere else except in your little beam. I don't know how you are there. You don't know why you were there, but you are there. And this tree has been touched by that thing. Now, there's got to be a word for that bloody thing. I've been trying to rack my brain for it because it's not luck, it's not bad luck, it's not good luck, it's not any of that stuff. It's like grace, maybe. I don't know, but I love it. The more I'm with this tree, the more I just love the tree. It's not a tree. There seems to be I've been trying to do a jigsaw puzzle. I got a bunch of it, right? It's sitting back there behind that wall. There's like 5, maybe 6 of them. It's hard to tell, right? But I jigsawed together. There's at least 5. So they must have all been planted at the same time because they were about 75 years old. So they were knocked down 15, 20 years ago. So who knows? Sometime in the 30s, 40s is when these trees were planted. And somebody must have brought them here, right? Because I don't think these grow on the West Coast. I think these got brought by one of those guys, that worked with the rail company. For reasons, he planted them all a little too close to the bloody house. So they had to get knocked down, unfortunately. But I'm glad I got them. They're wonderful. And, my time is up. I guess I have one last thing, a request. Blue and me don't know the first thing about bloody whiskey. So I need a Cadillac bottle of whiskey to compare the other ones to. And I mean, something around $500 I'd be willing to spend. Just so we have a really good upper end comparison, right? To that one that we're going to be trying. Now, if you guys know of a really absolute Cadillac whiskey that's $300, $500, somewhere in there, but it has to be just fantastic. let me know, because I got to get it. All right, guys, that's enough for tonight. I'll see you guys next week with another update, and hopefully this mess is starting to kind of go back where it belongs. But enjoy the show. See you next week. Ciao.